So hello guys, it's me AMX back again and welcome to another part of World of Tanks replays, good replays. And today I have for you, I think, the first light tank in this series, and it's the AMX 13105. So this vehicle was introduced to the game somewhere at the end of March 2017 when Wargaming decided to add tier 10 light tanks to the game. But already quite an old vehicle, right? More than 9 years in the game. So let's read something about it. A variant of the AMX 13 developed in the late 1950s. The FL-12 turret adjusted for a 105mm gun was mounted on the vehicle. The new variant of the AMX 13 did not service in the French army, but was exported to other countries. The vehicle was produced in Argentina under a license. Despite the firepower was improved, the new design had several disadvantages. For example, a greater recoil, so turrets crack sometimes. So from the characteristics, as mentioned in the reference, the secret, well, not secret, but hidden statistics like gun dispersion values, they aren't the best. Gun dispersion values are quite awful, I would say, and especially for this thing being an autoloader, right? But obviously 390 alpha damage, which is great for a light tank. You have 3 in the magazine, and it takes something like 5.5 seconds, something like that, to unleash all of these 3. Penetration is bad, but it's a light tank, so it's okay, I guess. It has nice 80 degrees of gun depression. The aiming time and dispersion at 100 meters are, well, you can see, nothing special. It's quite bad, especially the dispersion. Armor obviously none. Hit points 1600. Top speed 68. Specific power not the best for tier 10, for a tier 10 light tank, but never mind. Camo is quite good, one of the better ones, I would say, in the better 50% of tier 10 light tanks. And view range, of course, awesome as well. And from the terrain resistances, they are quite, I would say maybe below average. So from the armor, obviously nothing. If you load HEs, if the enemy decides to load HEs, you get penetrated as well. But there are some angles against HEs, but these are 53mm of penetration, so one of the worst HEs at tier 10s. So if someone has like 105mm of HEs, you get penetrated basically, I would say, everywhere. Right, let's get into the replay. So we're the replay, live ops map, tier 11 matchmaking. Quite a good matchup for this vehicle, I would say. We are the only light tank in the game, and we're competing with enemy Tessa, which is great because that vehicle is not the greatest spotter, right? Before the game starts, you should see the equipment setup and fuel modification on your screen right now. Obviously I'm going with the spotting setup, and in this battle, according to my number, I don't even have, maybe I have the first fuel modification, but I didn't have enough experience to fully upgrade this vehicle yet, so I don't have the fuel modifications yet, right? So I'm going in this typical bush, which I quite like. And somehow, oh, okay, did we get spotted? Almost said we didn't get spotted, but we did get spotted. Unfortunately, this guy got spotted as well, and he's dead. Quite a good start. 1400 spotting damage, and we're the only light tank in the whole battle right now. And we have 14 minutes to spot. Well, if the game lasts 14 minutes, right? There should be some tank destroyers, but there are only 2 of them in the enemy team in this battle, because there's a lot of heavy tanks in this matchup. 2 clickers as well. nice to snap them. I have a feeling that somebody should be hiding behind this building. Is there anyone? Yes, there is. Still 11 TD. I want to shoot him, guys. Unfortunately, we took one, but he's down. And we put one into him as well. Which is great to farm some damage ourselves. Not just spot. And this is quite a good tank for the damage as well, not just spotting. Because you'll do auto load, right? We're getting another assisting damage. Oh! Look at this guy. One in. Second in and he's dead. Can we hit this guy? Unfortunately not. As mentioned before, not the greatest gun handling for this vehicle. But you're not supposed to shoot much, right? You're supposed to spot. Almost 4,000 spotting already, which is great. Not even 3 minutes into the game. It wasn't a penetration. It was a nice hit. I was trying to private set him on fire, but never mind. But we did some critical hits to that guy. The 140. Oh, there is this guy, Shakal. I'm running away because we are on one shot right now. It's not great, but look at this assisting damage. 5,700. It is great, right? Switching to heat with intuition for this Type 5 heavy. So I can penetrate him more easily. One into the side of the turret. And it was a miss. I would like to hit him into the cupola once more. Maybe. Another miss. I've probably hit the gun. Now we wait for the reload. I could have gone up here maybe. For the Shakal. Look at this beautiful leopard. One in. We got a kill. Our second kill. Fortunately, we weren't able to get a third one. By eliminating the other artillery from the game. It will probably be better to go for the reload already. But I have decided to keep this one because I wanted to shoot this Black Rock, but never mind. Trying to get a decent angle for that tin opener. It's in the city, right? Still one in the magazine. I could have had 3 already. It wasn't a penetration. So I'm loading 3 more. And the TPM isn't the worst for light tank. With just some spotting capabilities, some nice spotting capabilities as well. So not the worst DPM, even though having auto loader, that's quite great, I would say. Let's get for this gear 1 into the engine. And he's dead. Maybe we could get this 60 TP and we can't. So that's it, 6,400 assisting damage, more than 3,000 damage. Let's get into the final replay, shall we? That's a final replay, I meant final scoreboard, let's get into it. So we're at the final battle results, as you can see, Ace Tanker. And that's the only nice medal in here. There are of course a bunch of other medals, right? So more than 3000 damage, almost 6.5 assisting damage, and I think most of that, yes, all of that is spotting. We claimed 2 kills, 7 critical hits, which is nice. We've been shooting like half of the time at tier 11s, maybe half our, well, not half, like 40% of our spotting damage went to tier 11 tanks. So we're first by the experience, third by the kills, and third by the damage in our team. But we are light tank, right? If you look at the spotting, it's there. Obviously, we earned almost 1300 base experience, which is great for a tier 10, I would say. We've even made almost 70,000 profits, even though 35,000 are coming from completing some missions, I would say daily missions. Right, so that's for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so don't miss anything, any replays like this in the future. Share with your friends, comment down below what you think. You can also suggest what vehicles I should be playing with to get some decent games. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. So until then, have a good one. See you guys.